Seeing a lot of comments on my podcast and questions also regarding the recent National Association of Realtors lawsuit. In its impact, what it's going to have on impact on real estate and particularly real estate investing. I mean, the short answer is it will have zero impact. So, I mean, as a real estate broker, I can tell you, commissions have always been negotiable. So typically being the key word here is that the buyer does not pay commission, and typically the seller pays commission. And same with transfer tax. So in my market, Philadelphia, where my real estate brokerage is, it's typical for the buyer and the seller to split the cost of the transfer tax. Now, these things are all negotiable, however. So, commission is not preset. Neither is this arrangement with tax. It's just that, if you want to sell a home efficiently and get the most money that you can get, if you're a seller, you probably want to, do so through the norms. You probably want to use a real estate agent. You probably do want to pay a commission to somebody, to an agent, to bring you, an acceptable buyer. If you don't do those things, you likely will end up getting considerably less and losing far more than you would have paid that individual. So nothing's going to change. Documents will change, and signatures will change. But you're signing one document, and instead you're going to be signing another. It will have zero impact. Real estate agents that represent buyers will still be compensated. So I own a real estate brokerage. We and a Philadelphia property management company. We are one of the few property management companies, I believe, in Philadelphia that actually, I don't know this for a fact, that actually post our vacancies on the MLS. The place where real estate agents can find rentals for their tenant clients. We pay commission to those agents. Going forward after this lawsuit and this settlement, will we continue paying that commission? Yes, absolutely. Nothing's going to change. Buyers agents will likely just need to get a signature going forward, and that's that. So this has no impact on your real estate investing. This has no impact for real estate agents that represent buyers. This really has no impact for sellers. All this is basically very similar to what it's always been. It's always been negotiable. It's just that, not to speak too far against National Association of Realtors, I've never been a fan. I think they actually greatly have damaged real estate. It's very reckless. Your property is very important to you, even if it's going to be the place that you buy when you're a kid and you're going to live there till the day you die. There's likely going to be a point when you're going to want to get the equity out of your property. And so it's a very important transaction, but it's being handled by individuals like myself. And my education on real estate to become a real estate agent is I decided to be a real estate agent. And then I think it was 14 days later, I was a real estate agent. I went and took a course for 12 days. My first transaction was a very close friend, a best friend of my wife's and mine, who used me to sell his condominium. I had no idea what I was doing. The first kind of transaction was a short sale, and I had no idea what a short sale was. It was also a condominium, and I had no idea what the 3407 condo docs were related to. I thought it was that you couldn't put a wreath on your door, in April, things of that nature. I didn't realize how important any of that stuff was. Fortunately, I was equipped in a lot of these offices here in Philadelphia, have real estate attorneys as managers, so I was constantly aggravating this poor manager. His name was Danny. He's a great guy. He's really great in the industry, but I don't think he's a fan of mine because I was always knocking on his door like, what do I do? So I got the job done, and I got the job done well. But my point is I was undereducated to handle this transaction, and I think the realtor organization has a lot to do with that. So I'm not a super huge fan. So I am a fan of the lawsuit. But again, I don't think it's going to impact any of us in real estate whatsoever. All right. As usual, happy investing.